What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage and I am back today with another video for you all. In today's video, we are going to talk about the top 5 characters in the Marvel Strike Force universe right now that are not classified as legendaries. For just this guide and walkthrough, I am just going to talk about characters that are currently right now in the game. I'm not going to include events right now that's ongoing, including stature, upcoming characters that include both Ghost as well as Yellow Jacket. So just to be fair, these are all characters that are in the game right now, and that does include anything that may have recently occurred, like any recent events in the last couple of months. So let's dive right in. The intention of this video is to provide a guide of the character overview, how strong mine is right now, in addition to where they are in the game and how often they're utilized, so that way you do feel good about investing not only your gear materials into them, but as well as your gold, so that way you can invest in them truly. And for reference, you guys, this is in no particular order. It's just, in my opinion, the top 5 right now in the game, and obviously this can change with updates and whatnot, but let's talk about the 5 that I'm using right now the most, and then we can go through why they're important. So to start things off here, I have Hela here at 67k with the 4 red. As you can see here, I have T4 both her ultimate as well as her passive, and the main reason she's so highly utilized right now in the game, you guys, is because she can be utilized across all game modes. Like right now, I do have her utilized in Arena in the end game. I do have her in the Dark Dimension 2 when I completed it. You bet I'm bringing her to Dark Dimension 3. She is a formidable force in the Alliance War defense, both and as well as offense with her Asgardians team. And last but not least, there is potential that she's going to be utilized in Dark Dimension 4, especially now that they talked about where there's nodes where it does not require legendary. So the reason she's so good, you guys, is because of the fact of what she brings to the table. You know, she has a special that's able to disrupt. She also has the passive of Greg being able to soak up damage. And for you guys that may not know, Greg is the little undead Asgardian that she summons. And the beautiful thing about him is that every time he gets slayed, he does get resurrected. So as well as her ultimate, she has one of the few abilities in the game where not only can she clear death proof, but she can also spread 4 negatives from one target to the rest of the team. So not enough things can be said about Hela. She brings a lot to the table, especially to your team in terms of damage. Additionally, she brings up a defensive side, especially when they target Greg, her undead Asgardian. So that's my pick right now for number 1. Next, you guys, Mr. Sinister, one of the few characters I can confidently say that is considered future-proof. And what I mean by that is the fact that he has the ultimate here to actually clone his primary target. And if you guys have followed my previous Dark Dimension videos, I basically mass piled an army utilizing him in Dark Dimension 2 because he's able to really adapt to the situation and what you need. And because of that, Mr. Sinister being a really big part of that, that's really why I believe he would be future-proof, especially when there's new characters coming into the game. As you can see here, I do have him at 49k with the 4 red. I would like to build him up more, but I do definitely need more shards of him just to build him up. But very, very powerful character. He's really good with his Marauders team, where he generates ability energy for his clones, as well as he provides healing and sustainability for his Marauders. So highly recommended character for future proofing, and a very, very good. He's actually really tanky as well for a character that's a healer. So I mean, really good for soaking up damage, bringing sustain to the team, as well as being future proof for the game modes. You know, I've utilized him in Arena, I've utilized him in Dark Dimension, and as part of my my defense in Alliance War, I also utilized him as part of the squad for his Marauders team. So next, you guys here, we are going to talk about another significant character I've utilized across all game modes, in addition to being a very pivotal key to Dark Dimension. Minerva here, most people, I hope you guys capitalize on, there was an event a few months back where she was basically given shards for every day of that month, and it really worked out well for people, especially newer players that didn't have access to Minerva. Normally she's obtained in the premium orbs, but you know, you don't really, the beautiful thing about Minerva is you don't really need to actually T4 her abilities. The biggest reason why a lot of people bring her is she's one of the few characters in the game that actually has a revive. So that's really big for me. As you can see here, I have her at the 53k at the 4 red. I would like to increase her shards, but as I said before, generally she's farmable in the premium orbs, and those are very rare to come by as it already is. So her special here, this is the big one, reviving a dead ally, and not only does she revive, but she's also able to actually give them 2 death proof as well. So it really does secure their revival whenever she utilizes that. On top of that, her ultimate here actually applies regen to all her allies, in addition to a bleed. applying deflect as well if there's Kree minions on her side. So this bypasses heal block, which is really pivotal in Dark Dimension. I feel like now with the new nodes, they're classifying as non-legendary for Dark Dimension 4. This is going to bring relevance back to Minerva, bringing her potentially to tier gear 15, right? Just to ensure that she's part of that 5-man roster to provide that revival and sustainability. Additionally, one of the few characters, like I said, in the game that utilizes revival. So I've used her in Arena, I've used her in Dark Dimension. She's always a pivotal part of my team. Really, really important for raids, especially when you're trying to build sustainability in those raids. When you're going up against 10, 20 characters at once, Minerva brings that regenerative ability and healing to the roster. So that's why I consider her one of the top right now in the game. All across game modes, no matter what. Yeah, you know, she's going to be relevant just because of the fact that she has one of the few abilities in the game where she can actually revive. Next, you guys, a character I'm currently building up right now, actually one of the best right now in the game as well, and thank goodness she's released in the milestones, one of the best ways to get shards. They did confirm that there's also another third event coming with her, so you just have to, I believe it's going to be a month or two, but there will be another milestones event where you can definitely get more Emma Frost shards. So a beautiful thing about the event is all you have to do is spend money, play the game, and you get shards naturally. But let's talk about her abilities there. She can bury herself as well as protecting as well as her Marauders team. In addition, you guys, one of the big things is she also has a cleanse in the game, which is very rare as well for characters. So she brings on the ability to clear negatives from herself and her allies, but she also is able to clear the positives from the enemies, so taking away their positive advantage, mind controlling and damage. And in addition to that, she also blinds. So I mean, she brings on a perfect balance of sustainability and providing support, not so much healing, but really kind of cleansing the team and making sure that from a support standpoint they're in the right position to succeed. So definitely with her, one of the best characters right now in the game, especially in war defense with her Emma Marauders team, you know, being able to apply her defense up to her mutant and villain allies. And honestly, I'm always trying to avoid her, especially if I see a team that's in the Alliance War. So for her, she's utilized right now all across game modes. In Arena, she has been formidable in Dark Dimension 2 and Dark Dimension 3. So definitely a character I potentially will bring into Dark Dimension 4, especially for those non-legendary nodes. As you can see here, I'm trying to still build her up, but you know, I'm not in a rush right now just because I do have other characters I'm hoping to build. But definitely one of the top 5 right now in the game, just because of the fact that she has that rare ability to be able to cleanse. Additionally, she also provides support by cleansing the positives from the enemies, blinding, as well as doing some formidable amount of damage when timed right. So working hand in hand, those are the 4 right there for you guys. The last one I kind of cheated a bit. It's kind of hard to put Symbiote Spider-Man by himself because, you know, although Symbiote Spider-Man, one of the best characters in the game, in my opinion, an easy top 5, used across all game modes, Dark Dimension, Arena, especially with the Symbiote roster. You know, he is great by himself as a character, especially in raids, to join the team because of the fact that not only can he extend conditions, he extends bleeds. Additionally, he has a very utilized stun that also applies slow to everyone around him. So, I mean, just a really, really good all-around character. I have built him up quite a bit, 62k with the 4 red. And really where he shines, you guys, you know, in raids and Dark Dimensions, as you can see here, he provides really, really good healing for his symbiote allies. Drain effect for them to be able to self-sustain, increase dodge percentage. Additionally, he also is able to just heal them for sustainability, right? So, I mean, he's a really good character, but he really does shine now with the recent releases of his symbiote roster. And what I'm referring to is, you guys go to the filter here and actually talk about his Spider-Verse characters. Excuse me, sorry, I should be just going to symbiote. These 5 right here is really where he shines. Symbiote Spider-Man is definitely top character in the game, but his team and roster here with Anti-Venom, Carnage, Scream, Venom, this is really where he shines, being able to combine that. They are a team I don't want to mess with right now in Arena. I'm sure you guys have seen it when you're trying to figure out who you're going to be faced up against, but very, very formidable team right now. Easy top 3 teams in the game right now, across a multitude of different modes too, utilized in Blitz, Arena, Raids right now. People have talked about, you know, just being able to auto Ultimate 7 Raid 5 difficulty. So I mean, absolutely unreal team that I'm trying to build right now. But shout out the leader here at Symbiote Spider-Man, but I gotta give credit to the rest of his symbiote roster because these 5 right now are definitely top 3 team in the game right now, you know, right behind the Black Order. So there you guys have it. These are the 5 guys I right now see as the top 5 that you can feel confidently in investing in if you have them. Put in your gold, put in your gear materials, because these guys have a long place in the game right now in terms of being able to utilize in the arena for versatility, easy blitz rounds. They're gonna all be utilized in different raids, different raid teams. Last but not least, the most important and most challenging mode in the game, Dark Dimension. Going forward, thinking about Dark Dimension 3 and Dark Dimension 4, we have to consider guys that we're willing to invest to tier 13, but as well as tier 14, and then last but not least, tier 15. So there you guys have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just my thoughts and comments, but obviously I know that there's going to be a lot of shout outs to other characters that definitely have value in the game as well. So this is by no means an exhaustive list, but in my opinion, the top 5 I'm utilizing right now. So as always, you guys, I do appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos, and I'll see you in the next one.